So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
Second down and 8. Here's Fields. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Man open is Robinson. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That's a gain of 6 on the first down run. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On 2nd down and 4. Fields. This is caught. Touchdown Bears. David Montgomery, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Goff.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off near the 29. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
On first down, Herbert. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
Now it's Fields off the bootleg.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. Give him 5 on the QB run, but it's going to bring up a 4th down.
On is Santos for the Bears field goal.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Akeem Hicks able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
Rolling to his, and he's going to go down again.
It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
I have to admit to a little surprise here. A net down in distance, I would have thought they were going to throw the football. Instead, they decided to run it. But give credit to the defense. They weren't fooled at all and held them to no gain.
So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Bears take over.
At their own 43-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
At the 49-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Montgomery, and he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
With the score, Bears 10, Lions 7.
Third and 2, Fields. They'll set up the screen to Herbert.
Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
The whole idea of the screen pass is to fool the defense in a big way and create a big play.
They weren't fooled.
Not 1 second, not 1 bit. How about them figuring it out, diagnosing it, and spilling it for lost yardage?
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Second and 8 coming up.
Back to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll be out right at the 35.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
At the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check 4, 25, check 25, check 25.
Here's a handoff to Swift running left. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Second and 7. Looking to throw. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're able to bring him down at the 20.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On the jet sweep, here's Grant. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39.
An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
On play action, Fields.
Fighting through pressure. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
After the sack on first down, Fields. And that's complete to Jesse James. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. Through the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now a give, right side. Herbert. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
47 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Two minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Off play action, Fields. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown, Bears. Allen Robinson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Santos now to add the PAT. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Bears 17, Lions 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Goff. Forced out to his left. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Mike 6. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. you got? What you got, Heavy? 60 Here we go.
They'll look to throw here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll look to throw now on first down.
He'll drop this one off to Swift.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's a second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Got to do better. Shell. Mike 6. We own it. Mike 6.
Go off throwing again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
It's going to be a long day. Mike 6. Pick me up. Here we go. Hey, check Mike. Mike 6. You got nothing today. You got nothing.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage, and that's exactly what he got done there.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Watch QB drop. Mike 6. 79 Broncos. Don't get nervous. Hey, check Mike. Mike 6. They can't hang with us. Mike 6.
They'll look to throw again.
Quick slant to Brown. And the Lions are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Shift. Watch the shift. Hand for 11. Mike 6. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. Hey,
A handoff, Swift running to the left.
Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal.
Back to throw here. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal.
They'll try it now with Swift.
Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Chicago defense able to come up with a goal line stand. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And this is potentially a nervy situation this close to their own goal line. From his own end zone, Fields.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports.
And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll set up to throw. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. He'll drop to throw. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hockenson. And out across midfield down to the 45.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now you can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Hey, check Mike 6, Mike 6. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take a win.
Back to throw again. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
I know for us it's fun. And it's not so much fun for the rookie receivers when we see them coming into the league and we're going to training camps. You see them working on getting 2 feet down instead of 1. But the best ones train in college trying to get 2 down instead of 1, so the transition's a little bit less. In this case, though, wasn't able to complete it anyway.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Shedding through the defense. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Following the penalty, Montgomery. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Now Fields. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
You definitely would have liked to have hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Dancing away at the 30.
Don't give them
Lions take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch tight, tight end. Whoa. You got 4. Now here's the line. 3rd 2. Hey, check back, back 6. Watch the run.
A shotgun snap for Goff. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
They'll run on 1st down. Swift. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
2nd and inches.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
At the 44-yard line.
Watch the edge. 19 seconds.
On 1st down, Swift. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On 2nd down, Swift.
Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. They'll try the left side. Swift. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the third quarter from Detroit. Fields now to throw.
Man open is Robinson. And he's got this down to the 35.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
Sliding out of the pocket. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Bears on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery.
Well, Montgomery just unable to twist free as they hit him short of the line to gain.
Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He made his first attempt, this from 45. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Me and you all day. I'm coming after you. Mike Six.
He'll look to throw.
Going back to the same well, it's Hockenson again.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 41. They're going to look to throw.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That'll give them 8 that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 34-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
They'll set up a throw.
He's going to get that to Swift underneath.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 6-yard line.
Four yards remain for 2nd down. From the gun, here's Swift.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
DeAndre Swift.
His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Lions have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So it was the passing game that got him down here. The closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Boswell good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Lions 14. Chris Boswell set to
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
They'll keep it on the ground. Herbert. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
and it's 3rd down.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Back to throw. Fields.
And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
They run out of the gun with Swift.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Seems pretty obvious defensively. A key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Robert Quinn in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
1st down, Bears.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a run with Montgomery. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. A give. This is Montgomery. And he stopped immediately there. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
At the 34-yard line.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
A loss of a yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Herbert, and not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 28.
And the Bears have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle. Go on to victory. Now the guys believe.
Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Detroit Lions. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway in Foxborough. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now Jackson on first down. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively at second down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Jackson. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They go play action now. Jackson. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. A gain of 6 there on first.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Working with a 2nd and 4. Jackson now. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. It's the former Patriot, Devin McCourty. And the Lions are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
He's brought down by Terrell Burgess. This defense for the Pats, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Rodgers. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Byron Coward in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. I know some of the talk after last week's loss was the O-line struggles. They gave up 4 sacks. He got hit here and taken down again, so that's something to monitor.
It is something to monitor, but they've got to help their offensive line out. Maybe a little bit different play calling, right? Draws, screens, get the ball in the quarterback's hands quicker, maybe some quick game passes. All of that to try and help slow down a pass rush and make things easier on their offensive line.
Here's Johnny Hacker now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Patriots take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Rolling to his left. Oh, a nice catch by Cup. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
54, watch 54, watch 54. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Slam, slam, slam. Check.
They'll run on first down. Cook. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. To throw is Jackson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a fourth down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
Rodgers now on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Complete to Jalen Duncan. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 38-yard line.
3-0 after one on EA Sports. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on second and inches. Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep, and that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. The coverage unit out there thinking pass on 3rd and 3. Rodgers to throw once more. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. A couple of first downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. And he whips that one incomplete there.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
it's Rodgers. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 23.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And a short gain here down to the 22. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on 3rd down. Now it's Rodgers. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. To throw, it's Rodgers. And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. Byron Coward has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And his throw here's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And he'll give it here to his running back. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It's a decent gain on the ground. Call it 6, but it still leaves him with a ways to go on 4th and goal. That's offline. He hooked it. It's no good.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept in a lot of games, and now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. On 2nd and 9, Jackson got a man open. It's Darren Waller.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Jackson.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
A good rally to the football. Keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 39-yard line.
Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now Jackson. Setting up the screen for Cook. And some room to work. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
Yeah, that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Play action. It's Jackson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Cook running right. And he's got some space here. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
56 yards rushing for him now to this point. Boy, Dalvin Cook just so explosive in the open field. He's not a small guy either, but once he gets those legs churning, look out.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots.
Dalvin Cook
with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
Just power football there. Down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come and have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now they try the right side here. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Now Rodgers. nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
Yeah, that's a nice job there defensively to blanket those receivers on third down. And as a quarterback, all you can do is just lock one toward the bench. Not too close, mind you, and live to punt the football.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the first down carry. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
Our two teams making their final preparations for the second half. And as they do, we send it back out to Foxborough, where we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway.
Taken in at the 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff looking right, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Rodgers. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he's on to punt for Detroit. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They start the drive with Cook. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Second down, they go right back to Cook.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
81 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. A give. This is Cook. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Jackson. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play there for the Patriots. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the 3rd quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. The 40. 20, 10, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. That's tough there, starting to mount a good drive. Quarterback lets his guard down for just a moment, and it's going to bite him.
And I was just about to remark how control of the game they were here in this 3rd quarter, but that return for 6 points, we now have a game again.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Next score, Patriots 10, Lions 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. So how about this for a turn of events? They cut the lead with a touchdown, and then on the ensuing kickoff, get the football right back.
And what a swing in a short amount of time, because the momentum was totally against them. Now it's all in their favor. They've got a chance to go into the lead if they get the ball to the end zone.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. To throw is Rodgers. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And Kamal Martin there on the stop.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they've bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Throwing is Rodgers. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
To put it mildly, look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all. You're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Left side, Cook. Good move at the 30. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again.
So I think he may want to keep him cranking high right here.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Patriots are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Lutz good on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing now is Rodgers. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he is going to have the Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. To try again after the sack. Rodgers to the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Here's Rodgers to throw.
And complete right side to Cook. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Rodgers going to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a handoff as they run left side. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now Rodgers.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Rodgers now to throw. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time.
It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Pats are going to have it here at their own 15.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
At their own 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Again, it's Cook. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
154 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Cook. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Down to a knee goes Jackson, and that should seal it.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days,